pinky ring. Lot of gang, lot of bitches in the icy chain. While you claim that you rich, that's a false claim. I be straight to the whip, no baggage claim. Whole lot of styles, can't even pronounce the name. You ain't got no.
Hey you guys, welcome back to TaylorXo, or welcome to TaylorXo if you are a new subscriber. So y'all, let's get into this video. So y'all know the streets have been quiet. You know, Jazzy hasn't been having too much going on over there. I mean, she always has something going on, but she, obviously chooses to keep it offline. And we know that Liv is over there trying to prove that she has this baby daddy to her unborn fifth child that she's over there pregnant with. So it's been a few things going on, but of course we knew that Jazzy was going to pop out with some lies, something to get reactors back talking about her, because it's been, a quiet week. And, I really noticed that when Jazzy has quiet weeks over at the reactors channel, she gets very mad. She gets upset. She just, sits in her room and bawls her eyes out. And she just thinks, how can I get these reactors' attention? Like, how can I get posted on their channel? Because my views are looking dry, and I know that once they start talking about something, I'll probably get a couple more views. So what can I possibly do to get these bitches' attention? So, as much as she cries and whines and, complains that reactors are obsessed, it's the obsession. Y'all be in my comments, oh, it's an obsession, but it's really not an obsession. And I hate when y'all say that, because I would not be talking about this girl if I was not getting a little bag off of it. So for y'all to say that I'm obsessed, hell no, nobody's obsessed over here. I'm just, running my reaction channel just like everybody else. And I always tell y'all, y'all know I always tell y'all, if you want to get paid talking your little shit too, then go create a little channel and you can get it popping over there too. Like, why come over to my stuff and ruin my stuff just because y'all are mad that y'all aren't getting paid for running it down on her? I mean, that don't got nothing to do with me. Y'all got to figure that out. Get y'all's phones, start y'all's pages, and go from there. So I just wanted to throw that in there, y'all. I promise I'm not being petty, but I really am being petty. So anyways, y'all, there was something that, well, she went live yesterday. I think it was yesterday, the day before, and she came on live and she did a live. It was question where my man is really at, and she didn't really say too much in the live. It was only like a 30-minute live, and she didn't say much in it. She didn't really get into anything. It was kind of just clickbait to get, people tuned in. So she got off live, and I was actually on her first live. So I seen her go live a second time, and y'all, this was literally right after she went live. Literally like 5 minutes after she hit the end live for the first live she did, the Where's My Man Really At? And I clicked on this second live, and it was her going on about how, people are calling pizza deliveries to her house, and people are obsessed, and, people are just doing these crazy things. So let's get into this live where she, rambles on about how people are getting pizzas delivered to her house. And what I was really trying to figure out is how she got a pizza delivered, all that within 5 minutes. Like, I don't know if the person had already ordered the pizza and she just got off and they brought it to the house, but it was just really weird, the timing of it all. And I don't know. So let's get into this live of her getting on, acting like Peach McIntyre, y'all. When I heard her do this live of her running it down about somebody calling on her, I'm like, if this is not Peach, like, sis these days is really tuning into her Peach McIntyre side, and she has turned into Peach. I mean, her accent, the way she says things, the things that she says. But I guess these days everybody's trying to be Peach McIntyre. Everybody's trying to get them little $20,000-$30,000 a month checks every month. So, whatever. But I mean, I just find it weird that Jazzy is 30 plus years old and she has not found her identity yet. I guess she just has to, copy somebody because she possibly thinks that'll get her a bigger bag. But let's get into her going on this rant about this pizza stuff. And we'll also get into the video of the alleged person that she was supposedly copying for this whole story to get some views. So let's get into this video, y'all, and then we will talk about it.
Why y'all wasting these people time? Y'all is funny. Real funny. The fact that somebody ordered, how many?
3, 4 large box pieces.
Y'all ordered 3 to 4 large boxes of pizza to my house. And didn't pay you. You gonna order and pay for it. Wasting time. Wasting these people's time. Y'all realize these people gotta sit here prepping. Y'all is really disturbing everybody's life, okay? They gotta sit here. I couldn't even get on the camera quick enough because it took forever to load. I was just like, I'm going live. These people is wasting these people's time. Literally went live. Order pizza to our house. Didn't pay for it. Pay for it. You gonna order it for us. Don't send it and not pay. Don't waste anybody's time. And then you had a nerve to put it under Chris's, and y'all is really doing it, huh? Hey, China, y'all is doing it. It's funny. It's real funny. Like, y'all cracking me the up. And that man is like a hard-working man. That's what really is not fair. He look like a hard-working man doing his job. You know, he working late at night. He looked like he trying to take care of his family. Like that man that came to our door. And I'm just like, I'm so sorry, sir. I'm so sorry. These people are just so immature and they ordering pizzas to our house. I had to let them know. And it's crazy because we don't ever order. When we get food, we don't order from stuff like that. Like we go pick our stuff up. Y'all is just, y'all, man, I'm gonna pray for some of y'all. Y'all got time. This is the Lord's day. This is Sunday. And y'all over here just being so immature. Y'all being a devil at hand. For real. Y'all don't know what that man, I be thinking, y'all don't think through the line. What could that man that came to our house, what could he been going through? He looked like, damn, why would these people do that? Like, he looked like, okay. Like, he didn't, first of all, he looked like he's doing his job just to do it because he got bills to pay and shit like that. And y'all sitting here wasting that man's time.
So y'all heard the video. She just kept getting into how, you know, that's wasting people's time, and she doesn't understand why people have to constantly be obsessed with her and why people have her address, and just going on about how this was a hardworking man and she just couldn't understand why somebody will waste somebody's time like that. And it's just like, sis, you don't even come on here and have that energy when people talk on your kids on here, when, you know, CPS is called about your kids. You don't ever have this energy for your kids, but for a random pizza delivery man who could give, I mean, I know he was probably bothered that he did have to waste his time and gas, but at the end of the day, I mean, that doesn't come out of his check, so I don't think he was that bothered. I mean, maybe bothered that he had to go back and hear his manager's mouth maybe about it, but I don't think that he was just so distraught that somebody just sent back $60, $70 worth of pizza. And that's what she has said. She said that the pizza was about $60. I mean, Chris was in the background saying that there was about 5 pizzas sent. So I would think that's a pretty, you know, big cost of pizza. I mean, 5 pizzas, and y'all know pizza these days are like $20 a box. So people were alleging is it fake because, you know, Chris just said, oh, I think it was 5 boxes. And people were saying, like, if this was real, why didn't she get the camera and film, you know, the whole situation of the pizza man coming at the door and, you know, for some content? Why wouldn't she not film it? And then when she asked Chris how many boxes of pizza it was, he said, oh, I think 5. So, you know, it was leaving a lot of people to wonder, you know, it has to be fake. I know a lot of people were saying that delivery drivers won't come out unless the pizza's already paid for, which I know in my area, they don't do it like that. You can pick an option on their site to have to pay cash upon delivery, and you can pay cash when they come to the door and they do bring you the pizza. So I guess it works differently in different places, but I do know here where I live, you can definitely get a pizza ordered into your house without it being paid for. So people were also putting in the fact that, you know, there is a person who is on TikTok named Shea, and a lot of people were saying that Jazzy was in her chat a few days ago, and it has been known that Shea does get a lot of people daily calling pizzas to her house. So people were wondering, like, is Jazzy copying this storyline? You know, was Jazzy looking for a reason to get some views, get some content because she has none? And people were saying how similar it sounded, you know, what Shea was saying, what Jazzy was saying. And I'm going to add this clip. I don't know if this is copyright or not, y'all, but I'm going to add in the clip. If it does, I'll take it out. But this is a video of Shea where a DoorDash driver pulls up with a pizza delivery and she goes off. And y'all pay close attention to the things that Shea says out of her mouth, because, y'all, it definitely does sound just like what Jazzy was saying in her video. So let's get into it.
I appreciate it.
I think there's $67 for the cash.
They said that they put cash. Well, no. You can take it. You can take it. You can take it since they want to do $67 that they don't fucking have, since they claim they care about the motherfucking kids. Since they claim they care about the motherfucking kids, they should have paid for it. You dumb bitch. That's what I be talking about. Y'all claim y'all care about the motherfucking kids. Y'all claim y'all care about the motherfucking kids, then you should have paid for it. That's stupid. You wasting their time. You wasting their money right now. You wasting their time and money. That's what I be talking about. Y'all claim y'all care about other people. Y'all claim y'all raising awareness, but yet you could have paid for it. You sent it to my house.
So that was Shea getting into her being super pissed that people were sending delivery drivers to her house with pizzas, obviously not paid for. And y'all remember when you just heard, 2 minutes ago in that one clip where Jazzy was saying, you know, oh, y'all didn't even pay for it? You know, y'all couldn't even pay for it? And you know how Shea was going so hard, so mad that they sent pizza to her house and they did not pay for it. And that's what these two girls were really mad about. They weren't mad that, you know, anybody sent pizza to their house. They were mad that it wasn't paid for. And Shea don't have no man, and we know Chris's bum ass ain't paying for no pizza that done got sent. We know Chris ain't paying for nothing unless Jazzy wanted to. You know, Jazzy can come out of pocket and pay the $60 for the pizza, but we know Chris wasn't. So, you know, a lot of people were saying she's just super weird for pulling this stunt. You know, I'm back and forth. You know, it's a possibility that somebody did call, but we know that Jazzy is a master liar. She lies. I don't think she can ever tell the truth for once in her life. And I truly do think that, you know, this was a lie, that she did it for some content, because she has none. She has been uploading, but the views have been super low. So, you know, I very much so think that this was for content, but Jazzy will never come out and say it. You know, she would never own up to anything. It's always YouTube. It's always, you know, somebody on YouTube doing it. Like, sis, if YouTube has become this big of a problem for you, sis, then you really need to rethink about, you know, coming on here every day and coming up here showing and saying the message you do, because, you know, it's costing you more and more drama. Supposedly, all these people, animal control, y'all remember that was sent to our house. CPS is there knocking at our door every day. Now it's pizza delivery drivers. It's just like, sis, if you're having all this trouble, not only, you know, just first and foremost, your children are exposed on a daily, but you're having all this trouble with YouTube and people coming to your house every day, and you still show up here and refuse to quit YouTube and get you a 9-to-5. And then you got Chris in the background, you know, going off and calling people out their name. And she even went on Instagram to post Chris opening the door for this pizza delivery driver that came yet again yesterday. They came the day before yesterday, and then they came yesterday again. And I guess since people were saying, oh, I don't believe it because you didn't film it, she decided to post this clip up on Instagram, and then we'll watch that, and then we'll get into the next thing that she decided to come on and pull so people can start talking about her even more.
We did not order this pizza. Yeah, we do social media, so it's a lot of people that's like doing the most right now. We had somebody come from down low did it last night too. Sorry to waste your time.
Did y'all hear how he really had the nerve to say, oh, we do social media? Like, you do not do social media. You don't do anything. Why is this man always trying to make himself sound so much more important than he really is? Like, we know that you want to, try and do something so bad because, your life is so sorry. You have no degree, no nothing under your belt. Just bumness, just debt, traffic tickets, no warrants, and suspended license. That's all you have under your belt. And then, he always wants to come on here and have this big tough boy act like somebody's scared of him. Like, boy, nobody is scared of you but Jazzy. Because that's the only person that allows you to bully and, do whatever else that he's in there doing to that woman. Like, nobody is scared of you. Just because Jazzy may have you all hyped up and pumped up, like, oh, I'm the big bad man, everybody's scared of me. Nobody's scared. Like, nobody's scared. Nobody cares. That's why we come on here every day talking about your ugly ass. And I'm sure if somebody was that scared, they wouldn't be speaking on you. So why are you always trying to say that people are scared of you? Nobody's scared. I know people were saying that this had to be fake because they didn't see any pizza in the guy's hand. But if you do look at her window on top of her door, you can see the Papa John's sign on the car. So, it was a pizza delivery driver that did come to the door. I think he said this time it was like $75 worth of pizza. So definitely a big order to be having to throw away or just, I don't know. I don't know if they give it away to people. I don't know what they do after it. But I do know that is a lot of pizza to just be wasted like that. So let's get into this next situation that homegirl came up here to go off about and lie about. It's just like this girl lies about something every damn day. So last night she came on to say that people are calling her landlord, trying to get her kicked out, saying that they're tearing up stuff. And let's just get into this clip, y'all, and then we'll talk about it.
Like, now y'all are calling my landlord and saying crazy shit. It's so crazy. Like, and these people are really good and sweet people. And they're like, we haven't had any problems. And we know that, like, y'all pay your rent on time. Y'all pay before time. We never have. She's like, it's just these people are sending disturbing messages. And I just, like, my landlord coming over here and his wife to make sure I'm okay. To make sure the kids okay. Make sure everybody's okay. Having to just we're doing extra because people are sitting here. She didn't even know. I had to literally tell them everything. Like, this is what's been happening. And she was like, so, she was even saying, like, brought up the CPS, because y'all like to call CPS on people. And she was just like, well, she wants to just, it's a lot. Y'all just doing way too much. Got too much time on y'all fucking hand. I don't give a fuck. Y'all not running me off of YouTube, bitch. You got me fucked up. Y'all better hope and pray, because y'all calling them. And if they take legal action against y'all, because they got money, you know what I'm saying? I might not have no money like them. They got money. Y'all really doing the most. So, doing the absolute most because you don't like me. Call him a landlord. Saying y'all need to put them out of the house. You need to put her and her 5 kids out. Threatening my landlord and his wife. And we trying to figure out, y'all, and don't forget, whoever this person is got some of my personal information. I'm trying to figure out how the fuck they get my personal information. And I some shit that I ain't never said. And having to tell her. I told her everything. I was like, look, I'll tell you. I mean, I don't mind talking to them. But I was just like, y'all doing too much now. Like, why would you want to get us kicked out of our house? Why would y'all want to get, hey, Korean girl, hey, mods, why would y'all want to get my kids put on the street? I'm having to tell her about everything.
So not only did she go on to talk about or make up this lie about people getting pizzas delivered to her house, but then she came on yesterday. She seemed to be drunk both times. I know people were saying, like, was she high? Was she drunk? She definitely looked high and drunk in both of the lives. And I noticed one thing about her lately is she doesn't really go live unless she's drunk. And sis, you're really gonna get yourself caught up that way, trying to go live, be drunk, and just run business down, and just start exposing lies, and just it's really a mess with her. But so she came live and she started talking about how somebody has her personal information and they are searching up things and they're trying to get her kicked out. And she said that her landlord called her, very concerned about her. She wanted to know what's going on. And she also said that her landlord called her and said that people are calling from YouTube, and she was running it down about how she is a content creator and they do know that and they watch her stuff. And, they're very concerned about what's going on. So all I was left to think about was like, sis, if these people were concerned about your well-being and, they thought people were really over there trying to get y'all, why wouldn't they call the police? Why was there no police report made about somebody stalking? I mean, that's basically what she's trying to say, that somebody is stalking her. She's always trying to put out this narrative like people are so obsessed and they stalk her. But sis, where are these police reports at? Why are you saying these things and making these claims when in all reality, sis, you don't just have YouTube, you do have neighbors, you do have family. I mean, it's a possibility that somebody could also make the call too, one of your neighbors. I mean, in the past, it's been reported domestic violence, things that only neighbors would know, not somebody on YouTube. And I honestly don't even think people would just come out of the blue and just start calling landlords and getting pizza delivered to her house. Now, it is a possibility somebody is doing that, but at the end of the day, sis, you don't seem to want to care to quit YouTube. You've made it known that no bitch is running you off YouTube, that you don't care. So if you don't care about all this, if you don't care about YouTube, you're going to be on here regardless, you don't care about anybody, then why are you even coming on live to address the fact that people are doing these things? I mean, typical people who are on the internet, you don't even have to be a content creator. People will still have these things done. And for her to be on YouTube 10 plus years and try to act like she's so shocked and stunned that people are doing these things is very strange to me. And I would think that if you do have 5 kids that you are so concerned about, and, we all know that this girl always uses the Davis 4 as a crutch for her to have the little pity party, because we know that any other time she doesn't want to be bothered to talk about the Davis 4, she doesn't care about them. It's only when she wants the pity party for herself. Oh, why would you want to take my 5 kids out of their home? They love this home. The goal was to get an apartment and now we have a house. Like, sis, you don't own the house. You're renting the house. So God forbid if you did have to leave and move. I mean, you're renting it. You can rent elsewhere. You don't own the house. And you should be glad that, this is not happening at a house that you do own, because that would even be a bigger problem. I mean, sis, all these issues are issues that can be simply fixed because you don't own anything. When you own things, that's when it's a whole nother story. But when you rent and borrow everything, sis, it doesn't really matter because you can always replace it. You can replace a home, replace a car, replace anything, and it doesn't make it right for people to do those things, because I worry about the kids. There are kids that live there, but this girl is creating this narrative like somebody is so obsessed and just so crazy over her that they just have to do these things. Now, I would think, sis, that if somebody was that obsessed with you, they would be leaving letters in your mailbox or knocking on the door, or taking pictures of y'all when you're coming outside, getting in your car, going to work in the morning, or somebody will be outside, taking pictures when Chris pulls up, or like things like that. That is stalking somebody. But somebody who calls a delivery driver or calls a pizza to your house, or who just happens to allegedly call a landlord, which I maybe believe the one time about the pizza thing, but I sure as hell do not believe that anybody is calling her landlord. I don't even know how anybody would get the number to a landlord unless, she knew somebody, or she personally knows the area and knows. I don't know. I don't know how anybody would get that information, but these days things are accessible and people will try to find things out. And sis, when you put your life out there and you want to be this miss untouchable and everybody is so obsessed, and this is what comes with it. people will try you, and people will say things, and you'll get pieces sent to your door. And this is not to say that every person on YouTube has this happen, because there's plenty of people who vlog that don't get this type drama. But when you come on here and you want to make your channel about drama every day so you can get the extra views because you already don't have any views, or when you want to get the reactors to start speaking on you because that's the only time you get talked about is when you got to come on here and lie and say that somebody's calling CPS, calling animal control, calling this person, calling that person. And even her whole demeanor, if y'all were watching that video or that live closely, she was smirking. She couldn't get her words straight. She couldn't think of anything. She didn't know what to say. She even stopped in the middle of the sentence. You could see her thinking of the next thing to say, and she couldn't think of anything. So she just said, you know what? I'm going to stop. Sis, nobody cares. Nobody cares. And you do have a man living in there. So if you are, super scared and super, scared of being stalked, then tell Chris. Sis, Chris is the only one that is going to be able to help you at this point. Coming on YouTube, telling people to stop calling when people still have phones and can still call, sis, that doesn't matter. Telling people to stop posting your content because, whatever reason, sis, everybody is entitled to do what they want to do. I mean, just like you could come on here and start exposing reactors. It is what it is. Everybody has their own phone, their money, the access to do what they want, sis. And if you were that concerned about being allegedly stalked, allegedly just an obsessive person, you say that all these reactors are so obsessed, get off YouTube. It's going to end for you anyway. So why not just cut the journey short, cut the ride short, and just get you a 9-to-5? Because obviously, y'all been having financial issues anyway. So this would be the best time. People are allegedly stalking you. You got pizzas being delivered to your house every day. People are calling the landlord. All these things going on, sis. Why not make the move now? I mean, it's already been alleged already that, you're moving and you're being evicted. So, why not just why not just move, get what's in your budget, and get you a 9-to-5 that can cover it? And then, you said that Chris in there works every day, all day, and he does overtime, and he pays all the bills. So she should have no issue. You come on here and you say one thing, and then you do a whole other thing, and then you try to make it seem like, oh, everything's so smooth sailing, you have no issues. But the whole time, sis, you're over there messed up. Ain't nothing coming through. Chris ain't coming through, nothing. And if you lose that place, Chris is not providing another place for Legend to stay. And we know he hates 4 kids, so he's definitely not. So, sis, get it together before it gets you. Because all this stuff that you're speaking into existence, it will happen. Karma will happen. Manifestation will happen, and you will manifest getting kicked out and being homeless with your 5 kids, like you were just saying. It will happen. And these people think because they say a little bit of Lord that, oh, I'm straight, ain't nobody coming and removing me. Sis, you will be removed, because that bank account is removable too. It definitely has removable money, the way y'all are over there effed up, if y'all know what I mean. So comment down below what you guys think about this whole pizza delivery driver situation, the landlord situation. Y'all, it's something new every day. But I'm gonna come on here and make my little back off of it. Y'all know I'm always spill the tea and get it together and get it all figured out. But I also want y'all to let me know if you guys like this new intro and outro that I have put in here. I experiment with a bunch of stuff, and I did have that same intro for a while, so I want to switch it up, and I wanted to make the outro a little bit longer, so it's not just end and then just end video. So comment down below y'all's opinion on this whole Jazzy thing and y'all's opinion on this intro and outro. And if y'all don't like it, I will add another one, because I always care about my XO gang, and I care about y'all's thoughts and opinions. And if my XO gang don't like it, then I'm gonna change it for y'all. That's just how I roll, because y'all are the ones that support me and keep me growing on this channel. So thank you guys so much for watching, and please stay tuned for another one.
Woke up this morning, can't remember nothing. 2 bitches just flowing from London. Nothing I remember, they calling me daddy. The mansion was covered in money. Went to sleep with my jewelry and chains on. Had to wake up and recount the money. I got a bitch, she gon' kill for real. Talking about Clyde and Bunny. Cool with the kid, copy. Got to pull up with a stick, stop it. Rich nigga shit, rich nigga. Oh, honey, pockets riding. Got it. I go to space with the stars. Saturn, Moon, Earth, and Mars. NASA take off with the rocket. $500,000 on the necklace. Them rich niggas we successful. Say she wanna feel special. What? The cocoa make her feel special.